Welcome to the weight loss practice targeting belly fat through stomach and spleen meridians with the help of dragon and snake. Today's session is deep yin, so you may want to use a prop, folded up towel or two, or a bolster. Let's start in a comfortable sukhasana and think of your arms as eagle wings, and we're spreading them wide. Concentrate on your thumb and first finger, opening wide, feeling the energy, feeling the activation of your fingers, your wrists flexing, fingertips going backwards, and we're slowly going to lift the arms up overhead, getting closer and closer together as you breathe naturally. The thumbs are going to touch. Look up and check for them if you want. And then we're going to tilt our hands until the fingertips touch, the first two. Fold that little diamond down and exhale out. From here, lace the fingers together, reverse the hands, and up they come. Elbow creases pointed towards each other in a nice little arc over the head. Arms back, deep breath in, feel the belly expanding, and then release the fingers on the exhale and hands clasp behind the back. Arms raise up. Deep exhale out. Contract the abs. Let's see it from the side. Hands clasp on the inhale, arms up, belly stretches and expands as the arms lift back, back, back. Go ahead and exhale here if you need to, and another long deep breath in. And then on this exhale, we're going to bring the hands back, clasping behind. And head comes down, gentle neck stretch, lifting from the shoulders. Up come the arms. You find your edge. And again, we're going to clasp the hands, invert them. Up, up, up on the inhale. Relax the belly. Let it fill. Let it stretch. Feel the gentle curve in the spine. Then on the exhale, contract the abs. Clasp the hands behind, lift the shoulders. Bring the head down, and we'll find, if it's comfortable, humble sukhasana, head to the mat. Arms up over the shoulders. Allow for your natural breath here. Drop the hands to the small of the back, flip them over, and we'll push them up into a reverse prayer, if that's accessible. Otherwise, you're going to clasp your elbows behind your back. I'll show you from the back if you want to try again. The hands are clasped, lifting up. The head comes down into humble sukhasana to the degree that meets your edge. Lift the hands. The neck is relaxed. The forehead is heading downwards. Then we bring the hands to the small of the back, flip them over, and find our reverse namaste. Sitting back up straight with slow, even breaths. Again, just clasp your hands behind your back if that's the best posture for you. We'll take another deep breath here, gently relaxing the shoulders down. And as you exhale out, we repeat the sequence with our eagle wings spread wide. Focus on the wrist. Focus on the first finger and thumb, spreading as wide as you can. Thumbs coming up gently, gradually to touch. Looking up. First fingers touch, flip over your diamond and bring the energy down on the exhale into the earth. Place the hands, Flip them over, elbow creases towards each other. As you stretch up, reach up, and exhale down behind your back. Clasp and lift. Belly contracts on the exhale, and on the inhale, lacing the fingers, stretch the abdomen, arch the back. Feel the belly stretching, feel the breath expanding the stomach. Then exhale out, wings behind the back, lifting them up, allowing the abdomen to contract. We'll do it one more time. Stretch up, look up, deep breath in as the belly stretches, and then hands drop behind the back. Contract the abs, and let's go all the way down for humble Sukhasana, if that's accessible. Take a deep breath here as you lower the hands down towards the small of the back. Flip them around, palms together in our reverse Namaste, or clasping the elbows. Spine is long, shoulders down. On your next exhale out, we're going to find deer pose. So left leg at a right angle in front of you, right leg behind. Raise the hands up overhead as we find twisted snake. To begin with, let's just go quarter snake, and our hands are over the knees. And slowly, at your own pace, to find your own edge, walk it to the left. Ideally, you're facing left, hands are pressing down as if in down face dog, and the sit bones are relaxed, and we're feeling the incredible stretch on the right side body. You might feel it in your upper left side body as well. Deep breaths here as you melt into this rejuvenating posture. As the edge gives way and the stretch improves, you might walk it more to the left. Twisting left, looking left, eyes turned left. Another deep breath here as you allow your legs to relax, the feet and ankles relax, neck and shoulders are relaxed. And on the exhale out, let's come around and swap sides. So right leg at a right angle in front, left leg behind, and we're going to bring our arms up overhead and then twist it down, just gently at first, perhaps over the knee. And deep breath here. You might tent the fingers if that helps. And then always on the exhale, let's move it over to the side as you gently improve and deepen the twist. Breathing naturally, allowing for the stretch. Relax the waist as you feel the belly and side body stretching. You might want to look down and stretch the neck, rock it left or right. Find comfort and peace in the entire spinal column. Ankles are relaxed, toes are relaxed, elbow creases pointed towards each other. And go ahead and walk it a little further if you feel that edge starting to disappear. Head turns right, eyes jut right. Spine twists and wrings out the toxins. In your next exhale, we're coming around to the front. Find your Sukhasana. And facing forward, we're going to clasp the hands together in an isometric. They're pulling apart, and we're going to do some belly rolls. Nice and slow, clockwise. Roll it around, feeling the articulation of the spine, feeling the belly stretch. Reverse the circle. Allow the belly to be soft, filling with air. No clenching. Keep the shoulders gentle and down, but the tension remains in the hands. Speed it up if you like, going the other way, and be ready to reverse the circle with your belly rolls. Wonderful for digestion and relaxation. We're coming into a half dragonfly, half Baddha Konasana, and a side body stretch. Over we go. Now this is where you may want to use your prop, where we take 1 or 2 folded towels or a bolster, laying it flat, and laying the arm over the top, stretching out. I'm going to come down to the mat so I get a full body stretch. And the idea is for the right arm to be stretched out, bicep close to the ear. Bring it right down. And I'm breathing deeply, stretching out. The neck is relaxed. I'm letting my bones hold me up. You can look up from here at the sky. And if the neck gets too perturbed, you're going to turn down and look at the mat. You also might want to use your left hand as a prop, holding you up in a kind of Vishnu's couch / arm stretch. As you breathe deep here, note one of the first things about losing belly fat, about losing weight, if that's your desire, is getting enough sleep. Adequate and deep sleep signals to the nervous system that you are safe. And there's no need to switch on the adrenaline, but to allow rest and digest. As you exhale out, we're going to gently come back up and let's swap sides. So the right leg at a right angle in front, and the left leg comes out in the half dragonfly. You might want to use your prop, or I'm just going to go ahead and lay my elbow down, and you can have palm to the mat or palm up, and stretch the arm, bicep close to the ear, feeling that expansion in the side body and down into the belly. The second thing, besides a good night's sleep every night, not just once in a while, but your good night's sleep, is hydration. I know we hear this a lot, but how often do we truly, daily, keep up the fluids? Something to think about as you nurture and protect your body. Plenty of water also signifies to the body that it is safe. There's nothing to worry about. No need for an adrenal response. Same goes with food restriction. Too much food restriction tells the body we're in danger and it's going to hold on to fat. So let's get very relaxed, calm, and nurturing about our physicality. All right, on the exhale out, come on up, and we're going to roll on over to the belly, down into Sphinx posture. So elbows under the shoulders, legs are relaxed, feet flat behind you. I'm spreading my hands wide, pressing all 10 digits down into the mat, looking up, lifting up, nose tilting up, and getting a beautiful upper body stretch. I can feel my abdomen stretching. I want to go for that tingling stretch there, which lets me know I'm activating the stomach meridian. Deep breaths here. Feel free to use your Ujjayi breath, the soft susurration sound in the back of your throat, as you relax into this posture. Keep the butt relaxed, the thighs, the legs, all relaxing down, while the front body is stretching up. All right, from here I'm drawing my hands right behind and pushing up into up dog or seal. And I am exacerbating that stretch of the front body, nose to the sky. Stay in seal for as long as feels right to you. And coming back down into Sphinx if you need a break. Otherwise, you might continue Ujjayi breath here as you allow for the curve of the spine and the lengthening of the front upper body. If the neck starts to get stiff, bring your nose down to level, or even glancing down slightly towards the mat. Let's take a couple more slow, deep belly breaths here, expanding the abdomen on the inhale, contracting and stretching on the exhale. On your next exhale out, let's push right up into an extended child's pose. I'm sitting on my heels, stretching the feet, stretching the arms out in front of me, and taking a few breaths to rest in this posture. Again, we're taking full, deep belly breaths in. Danjan breathing. Fill the whole upper body, the abdomen, the belly drops on the inhale. And on the exhale, contracting it out. We'll come up slowly from extended child's pose and find a seated Virasana to start with. So I'm sitting on my feet, arms behind, fingers tented, arching the back, stretching the belly. And I'll take a few deep breaths here as we slowly work our way down to Supta Virasana. So Virasana, flat back. We'll sit between the feet if that's accessible, coming down to the elbows, but you stop at your edge, breathing into a strong sensation, and then slowly, as the edge gives way and the muscles relax, we can come down deeper. Feel free to use your prop, your bolster or towel or two behind the back, and that may assist you in relaxing into Supta Virasana. I'm scooching up so I don't run out of room. And I'm going down to the elbows, connecting with the support of the prop. It helps to take a moment to focus on the support of the mat beneath you, the earth beneath the mat, and allow for the feeling that you are supported and taken care of in your life. That means self-care and the care and consideration of others. This brings us to the third activity that can enhance and turn on the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest part of our neurology, and switch off fight or flight, the adrenaline-driven stress. The Yin Yoga postures that we do remind the body that it is safe. I'm moving down into the full Supta Virasana now without the prop, but you feel free to stay with your prop or at any stage that you find your edge. The key is allowing the muscles to relax, the mind relaxes, and we put positive activation of the joints, ligaments, tendons, fascia as we stretch. Underneath it all, we're activating the meridians that run up and down the body from fingertips to toes, across the midsections, and stimulate every cell, organ, and system in the body. Here in Suptavrasana, you are reminding your body that all is well, it is safe, and we're unblocking those logjam meridians that keep the chi energy from flowing and vitalizing us. By doing this, we automatically, like sleep and hydration, start to let go of excess weight and belly fat. Let's have a few more slow, deep breaths here. On your next exhale out, come on up slowly and gently, and find a little foot stretch here in the middle of the mat, toes down. Give your feet a good solid stretch, hands on knees, hero's pose. And we're going to push up into camel, continuing that stretch of the abdomen. The belly relaxes, the nose can point towards the sky. You can tip your head back if your neck is comfortable with that. I tend to keep my head parallel, keeping the neck relaxed. And from here, we'll take a few slow, deep breaths, allowing the back to arch, belly stretches, shoulders stretch, hands reaching down to the heels. Find your edge, and do be mindful of your neck. Okay, on the exhale out, walk it up, and we're going to come down into flat back and give that belly a little rest from all the stretching. Bring your knees down towards your chest, everything relaxes. Hands are pulling the knees or shins downward, and we'll stretch right up into sleeping possum. Toes are up, fingers are up. You might be rolling your hands together with the feet, as if flinging water or energy off the fingertips or the tips of the toes. Settling into this posture, we'll be here for a couple minutes, allowing for lymphatic drainage and rest. I'm bending the knees slightly so the small of my back can rest deep into the mat, feeling supported by the mat, drawing up energy from the earth and sending it to my toes, up my spine, into my skull, up to my fingertips, feeling the energy of the earth. You can allow the wrists to bend and flop over. I like to keep my fingertips up to help the nerves that travel down those carpal tunnel sheaths. Take your deep breaths here. Allow the belly to rise and expand on the inhale. Contracting down on the exhale. Feel free to use Ujjayi breath to maintain your rhythm and deepen the relaxation. Let's take a couple more long, slow, deep breaths here. On your next exhale out, clasp your toes with your toes. We're going into bound hedgehog, so knees are wide, elbow creases pressing into the knees. My wrists are clasped and I'm rolling my nose up. Bound hedgehog, isometric. Hip bones are shifting left to right, sit bones open. And on the next exhale out, bring your feet down to the mat. Arms come up into cactus and knees together. We're doing some reclined side body twists, just rolling the knees from left to right. I keep my toes clasped with my toes and rock it on over. Relaxing the abs, finding a natural rhythm to your breath. And we'll go ahead and do a few more of these before coming down into flat back again. Here we're going to find fire log and collapse it down to the left. So left foot is over the right thigh or knee. I'm stretching up tall. Feeling the beautiful deep stretch on the right side body. Biceps close to my ears as I stretch my fingers up. And then relax everything down. We'll be here for a couple minutes. And it's your chance to focus on the inhale and exhale of your breath, the rise and fall of the belly, allowing everything to rest and release. Already, chi energy is beginning to flow with new enthusiasm through the body, bringing healing and well-being, and that all-important feeling, I am safe. On your next exhale out, let's swap sides. Straightening the spine, fire log on the right side, collapsing it down. Right foot is holding down the left knee. Arms stretching, reaching high overhead. Feel the intensity and then relax into your edge. We'll be here for another minute. Concentrate on those deep belly breaths as you slow the heart, slow the chatter, and release stress with every exhale. On your next exhale out, you're going to roll on up to seated and find garland pose. So I'm facing forward, my knees are wide, and I'm coming up on my tippy toes in a little froggy squat. When I get comfortable there, I'm going to drop my heels to the mat or towards the mat and pressing my elbows into the insides of my knees. Find prayer position in a full garland. Now you might be in full garland pose, stretching out the groin and the hips, allowing for chi energy release. Or you might be working towards your full garland in the squat of your choice, working on getting the heels down maybe. You might be leaning forward more to take pressure off of the hips if it's too much. Find your own edge. And as you exhale out, let's plant the hands and push on up into Ardha Uttanasana, halfway flat back, or halfway Uttanasana. I'm doing cat-cows here where I'm stretching down, arching the back on the lift, alternating between contracting the abs as I bend down and relaxing the belly as I lift the head, stretching up. Exhale, contract the abs, stretch out the arms, and we'll flow right into dangling, clasping the elbows with our hands, bend the knees generously. Padahasta Uttanasana, this beautiful Yin Yoga posture, dangling, or often called ragdoll. You get the feeling. We're just going to let everything go. Take some long, slow, deep breaths here. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the hips, the spine, and the belly just relaxes into the thighs. From dangling, let's walk it on forward into a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. The head is relaxed, slight bend in the knees, and the belly expands. Belly does not constrict in this posture. We let the belly stretch out as we activate the back body, shoulders and arms. Feet pointed slightly towards each other to open the hips, and the hands are dialing slightly away from each other to allow the shoulder blades to melt over the back rib cage. From here, we're coming down to our knees, on the tippy toes, hands come in front as if in Sphinx, and we're going to push on up into dolphin. I'm aiming to get my heels flat on the mat. Might walk it forward a bit to shorten your wheelbase. Allowing the stomach and spleen meridians to come alive in this posture with deep breaths here. On your next exhale out, knees to the mat, arms behind, and we'll find child's pose, Balasana. My forehead's pressed into the earth, allowing any stress or tension to flow out of the body and being distilled and regenerated by the energy of the earth. My arms are relaxed, the spine is relaxed. On your next full exhale out, bring the arms in front, knees under the hips. We're going to find Anahata Asana, heart to earth pose. You might want to grab your prop or folded towels and be ready to place them in front of you so you can rock it on back, keeping the knees under the hips, arms stretched forward, chin up, look up, and allow for this beautiful stretch of the front body, gentle curve of the back body. You find the heart to earth pose that suits you. You might have a couple of rolled blankets to lift the earth closer, or you might be right down on your mat. You decide. Make what adjustments you need to, and then relax into stillness. If at any point you lose your edge, remove the bolster or towels, or maybe one towel if you've had two, so that you can melt your heart deeper to the earth. We'll have a couple more deep breaths here. On your next exhale out, come on up gently, easily. And let's find flat back for our final postures. Laying it down, stretching my arms high overhead. Big stretch, arch the back, big breath in. Arms to the side and wiggleasana. The hips are the epicenter, the feet are fishtailing, the legs are rocking, the shoulders are loose and rocking. The hands are up and receiving, and I'm taking deep breaths as I wiggle it out every last bit of stress or logjam in my meridians. Final deep breath in. And exhale it out to stillness. Shavasana. It's been a long practice, so we're going to concentrate now on releasing, full exhaling, feeling the chi energy zing up the meridians from toes to hips to crown of head, down to the fingertips and back up. Feel the liveliness of your rejuvenated and regenerated chi. We'll rest here in Shavasana, absorbing the nutrients of the practice. Find a natural breathing rhythm that's just right for you as you allow for this beautiful healing energy from today's practice. You might reflect on the 3 ideas of the best way for you to release belly fat, find your perfect weight. Number 1, plenty of sleep. Number 2, hydration. And number 3, the physical movements that switch on the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. All 3 of these activities convince the body that you are safe, cared for and protected, supported, nurtured, and stress-free. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Arms up over the head, twinkle the fingers and toes, and slowly, gently roll to the side. I'm facing forward, here to thank you all for practicing with me today and exploring this beautiful stress-releasing practice for bye-bye belly fat. Namaste.